Hi everyone. This is Nem. You might know me from the popular YouTube channel Xenosis Vex. I have a big red beard and I'm bald, and I'm here to talk to you today about Act, third-party tools. We've had a few discussions over the years on this channel. Years, I say years, like we've been around forever, yeah, right? But we've had a couple of discussions about Act and FF logs and how to use them. I think that was in 2024. It's now 2025, and we're working on patch 7.2. Well, guess what? 7.2 broke Act in a new way to the point where the developers had to do a custom Deucalion build, I guess is what it is. Now, even though I myself am a developer, I'm not familiar with Deucalion, and I don't care to be familiar with Deucalion. But it is important. All you need to know is it is important, right, for FF logs to work. So they custom built a new version file for Act so that it can interface with 14 properly and get it so that you can log once again. So normally what happens on a new patch is you automatically update Act and you're good to go. That is not the case this time around, I'm afraid. This time around, we're going to have to do things a little bit differently for now. If you want to wait, I'm sure an automatic update to Act will be available, so you don't have to do this. And as always, when doing these sort of manual updates and beta builds, there's always a tiny bit of risk or just a chance that you'll run into little issues that you otherwise might have ironed out if you just wait, right? But I'm going to teach you how to fix Act so that you can go back to logging and you can go back to, more importantly, looking at your numbers so that fewer people are screwing up phase 1 of Fru. So that's what we're going to work on. This is post hotfix, March 31st. This will work for March 31st. So here's how you do it. You have to go to the Act Discord first. I'm not going to make these files available to you. I'm not going to have them for you to download. You're going to have to come here to download them. If you want to download them, the Act 14 Discord, all you got to do is put this into a Google search and you can get to this Discord. I promise, just put in Act 14 Discord into Google. You'll find the place. Once you join, you might need to do some permission stuff. It's been a while since I've joined, but it's the same as any other public Discord, really. And then you come down to the beta release channel. If you don't have the beta release channel, you're probably missing a permission. In the beta release channel, you have some homies doing some great dev work. They have a little zipped folder for you. This is 2.7.3.1, and he says, hey, we've updated the op codes to support the hotfix to 7.2 released earlier today. We see that he releases at 10 a.m. This morning. So this is good to go. So all you got to do is you got to download this file. Once you download this file, right? Once you download this file and we go to downloads, right? It's in here. If you open that up, it has two files in it. Deucalion 1.2.0.distrib and the Act plugin DLLs. These are the instructions for how this works. When you click update now on Act, these files are getting replaced for you typically. And in this case, you have to do it manually because it's still in beta. So where does it go? Well, when you open up Act and you come here, this is your Act plugin that's already been configured to work with 14. If you have to do a fresh configure, you're going to want to look up how to do that. But in plugins, you have already your 14 Act plugin, DLLL. If you click on this, it tells you where that lives. So, I have my location here. You just copy that, and then you end up in your app data folder roaming. Here you go. You'll have two files in here. You just copy and paste them in. Just remember that the Deucalion has .distrib in it. I rename it to get rid of the .distrib, so it's just 1.2.0.dll because that's the typical naming schema for the Deucalion files. This distrib stands for distributed. And then what's going to happen is when you run Act, it's going to say, hey, this was downloaded from the internet. Are you sure? You say, yes, I'm sure. I trust the 14 Act bros. And then you are good to go. You do need to restart Act and run it as an admin after you do this. And then you also need to restart your game. So what we're going to do is try to run the game. and then we will see how this goes. I'm gonna log in on a separate monitor here so that you don't see what's going on with my ID and everything. Not that it really matters. We're gonna click in here and go bingo bango eat the mango, and then we'll take a look. So we have here act is running. We have our little thing, and we have our other little thing, right? And I know, third party, some people don't like it. Hey, no worries. You know, it's an information gathering tool that a lot of people use. That's just the reality. Obviously, there are some updates while we're waiting to log in here. There's some updates for everyone. So Square Enix apparently, I don't have the article up right now, but I read earlier today that Square Enix's changes to deal with the Stalker plugin have made it so that they can actually tell that when you're using Act. That might be like a little bit of a fear-mongering piece, or it might actually be accurate, but that's what I read. And so not to spread fake news or anything, but to create, I guess, awareness that maybe that's happening and that you should do your own research and find out the actual truth there. I personally read the article and I was like, that's interesting, but really I was really tired, so it could definitely use a second reread. So let's see if Act is working now. It is. Boom. Just like that, guys. That's all you got to do. So remember, you just copy and paste those files, you rename it, and then you restart Act as admin and you restart your game, and you will have a functioning Act. So yeah, this doesn't normally happen, but they broke stuff with 7.2 in the same way that they, I guess to say, they changed things in 7.2, and so it required Act to change things to keep up with it, is a good way to put it. But anyways, that is how to fix Act for patch 7.2, because it broke everything, and now you can go back to logging, and you can stop getting kicked out of P5 through groups because your tombstone still says P4, even though you've been to P5. Like, I don't... Anyways. God, yeah. PF is fun. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, this is Nem. See ya.